Archangel Michael says, you will cry for the rest of your life, if you skip. I Michael speak with a seriousness you have ignored too long. My patience has been stretched, my whispers unanswered. If you scroll away now, this will be my last attempt to reach you. You have only a few moments, 30 seconds that are already slipping, to make a decision that changes everything. This is not just a message, this is the divine intersection your soul has been crying for. Heaven has observed you, through sleepless nights, quiet tears, and lifetimes of lessons. Now the choice is in your hands, open your heart or close it again, as you did the night I whispered your name at 3:33 a.m. That pressure in your chest, that chill in the air, that fleeting shadow near your window, it wasn't coincidence, it was me Michael, standing there waiting for you to lift your eyes. But you didn't, you said later. But there is no later anymore, there is only this moment. Feel your heartbeat, that rush inside you isn't fear, it's the sound of your soul breaking free, from the chains of hesitation. Someone in heaven spoke your name last night, they begged me to come one more time. At first I said no, I told them you never listened. But when they wept for you, my heart broke too, because despite all your doubts, I still love you, I still believe in you. That is why I am here again, risking the last thread of this divine connection, to pour truth into your spirit. Your story isn't finished, but ignoring this, could lock the next chapter away. There's a secret about your future, I was never meant to reveal, but heaven made an exception, because you were chosen, before the pain, before your birth, before this life. The contract over your destiny is active now, but it awakens only if you listen and stay. There is a key, one you lost in a dream long ago. Do you remember it, a hallway, a locked door, and a whisper that said, not yet. That yet has arrived. Tonight in your space, in the silence of your own home. That is why I warned, skipping this will hurt like losing a piece of your soul. You have missed so many signs, the flickering lights, the songs that echoed your sadness, the bird that landed by your window, the stranger who held your gaze too long. Every sign, every nudge, every whisper was me. You doubted, but heaven never stopped calling. Now no more doubt, only faith, only action. There is a truth buried in your bloodline, a promise made generations ago, by someone who loved you more than their own life. They are not on earth anymore, but they are alive in the realm of spirit. They have been calling to you, through me, through dreams, through sacred interruptions, in your ordinary days. You are not cursed, you are not forgotten, you are divinely protected, but only if you listen. Tonight you may feel movement in your home, don't be afraid, that is heaven shifting your atmosphere. If you hear a soft knock, or feel a sudden breeze, speak my name, Michael, I am ready, and the unseen will move. Do not dismiss this as fantasy, those who do, spend lifetimes wandering, feeling the weight of missed miracles. That is not your path, not this time. I came to rewrite the script of your life, to break the patterns that have bound you to sorrow. Yes, I know the secrets behind your closed doors, the heavy thoughts, the quiet arguments, the loneliness, the unanswered prayers. I saw the night you wept into the floor, believing no one saw. I saw your faith flicker, but heaven never abandoned you, I never did either. I begged for this one last descent, to speak life into you. This is your divine window. Scroll away, and the silence will be deafening, not a punishment, but the ache of a miracle delayed. Life has been trying to meet you halfway, but you have to open the door. This is not about fear, it's about opportunity. About the visitor who almost reached you. The breakthrough that lingered just out of sight. This message is your rescue, your bridge, to the life you prayed for in whispers. Even last night, someone in white stood beside me, in the spirit world. They kissed the edge of this scroll, calling your name. They asked heaven for just one more chance, to reach you. I hesitated, but love pulled me back to earth, for you. This is your sign. This message found you, because it was written into your path. You were meant to see this. Breathe deeply, because what comes next, will pierce the illusions you've carried. Life, love and destiny are about to present you with a choice. Say yes, and the doors that have been rusted shut, will begin to open quietly at first, then all at once. But only if you stay with me, only if you let your spirit listen to the end. In the final moments of this message, a name will stir in your soul, not to your mind, but deep in your spirit. It will awaken an ancient memory, a recognition that feels like home, like something you've always known, but could never explain. And when you feel that, stay still, receive it. For it is the moment your timeline changes, the second your life turns toward light again. The moment, the turning point, your soul has been waiting for. This is where everything begins to shift. I am standing beside you now, closer than your own shadow, and I can feel your hesitation. But listen to me, hesitation is the final chain. Once you break it, nothing can hold you. I have walked through lifetimes, to reach this exact second, and heaven has cleared the path, so that nothing could block this message from finding you. You are reading this, because destiny insisted. Your choice is simple, yet it will change everything. Do you stay open, or do you close the door again? Because as soon as your spirit says yes, the alignment will begin. The heaviness in your chest will lift, the fog in your mind will clear, and the whispers of doubt will vanish. The energy around you will shift so quickly, that you will wonder, how you lived in that heaviness for so long. And beloved, this isn't just about relief, it's about release. Everything that was bound, is loosening now. You may notice it in subtle ways first, a sudden burst of laughter, a memory that feels lighter than it used to, a moment where the air itself feels different. That's not random, that's heaven moving into your space. Your home is becoming a sanctuary. Every shadow that lingered in your corners is retreating, because the light is claiming its place. And when you speak my name softly tonight, even as a whisper, the atmosphere will respond. Do not fear the signs, if a picture tilts, if a candle flickers, if your heart beats faster, understand that it's confirmation. The spiritual and the physical are touching. You are in alignment with what was promised to you, before you were born. You are not late, you have not failed. Every detour, every heartbreak, every loss, they were pieces of a larger pattern, that leads here, to this exact moment. And now the pieces are falling into place. The next 3 days will unfold, like a secret story written just for you. Pay attention to the whispers in conversation, the words that repeat, the times you feel watched, but not by fear, by guidance. Heaven is orchestrating encounters, to remind you, that you were never forgotten. I have placed people on your path, who will speak to your soul, without even knowing why. A stranger's smile will feel like recognition, a sentence in a book will feel like prophecy, a sound, a number, a song, will feel like a secret handshake from the divine. Beloved, do not ignore these moments. They are the keys. Every time you notice one, your light grows. And every time your light grows, the chains of your past dissolve further. This is not just for your happiness, this is for your freedom. You have carried weights that were never meant to be yours. Generations have looked to you, without you knowing. Ancestors who could not finish their battles, left prayers in the air, and those prayers have wrapped around you like a cloak. That's why you've survived storms that should have broken you. I need you to understand this deeply, your story is sacred. There are parts of your life that felt like abandonment, but they were preparation. Every closed door, every unanswered call, every lonely night, was an invitation to step into this very alignment. I know you've questioned your worth, I've heard the whispers, why me, why always me? And I have stood by your side, aching to answer. The answer is here, because you are chosen, because your light could not be extinguished, only delayed. Tonight when you open your windows, and let the night air move through your home, imagine the old leaving, and the new arriving. Say softly, I release what is not mine, I receive what is meant for me. Those words will echo in the unseen world, they will break agreements you didn't know existed, they will call back the blessings that have been circling your life, waiting for permission to land. And when the first sign comes, because it will, don't hesitate. A text, a call, a sudden invitation, a message that feels like it has wings. Act on it. Even a small yes will send ripples through your entire timeline. The miracles will not come as one, they will come like falling stars, one after the other, too fast to count, too bright to deny. Your life will feel like acceleration, like the very ground is carrying you forward. I see the fear in your spirit, the fear of hoping again, of believing again. But let me speak this truth, hope is not weakness, belief is not foolishness. They are your weapons, your shield, your bridge, into the life that is waiting for you. If you close yourself now, the world will look the same tomorrow. But if you stay open, you will wake to signs that your old life is already dissolving. This choice is not heavy, it is light. It is you saying to heaven, I am ready. And the moment you say it, the energy around you will ignite. People will notice, without knowing why. They will see the glow in your eyes, the ease in your walk, the shift in your presence. Doors that have been sealed for years, will swing open with no explanation. You will feel the difference in your sleep, in your laughter, in the way the world responds to you. Remember this, beloved, I am not leaving, I will walk with you, as long as you choose the light. Call my name when you are afraid, whisper it when you are unsure, speak it in joy and in gratitude. I am bound to you now, and I will guard what is being restored to you. Heaven has waited for this alignment, longer than you can comprehend. And now it is here, wrapped in your decision, ready to rewrite everything you thought was final. Stay, receive, watch as your life becomes the miracle you once only dreamed of. The next chapter is already opening, and your soul is stepping through. That is confirmation, not fear. That is your soul saying, yes, this is for me. The stirring you feel in your chest is heaven knocking. The chills along your arms are angels brushing past, rearranging the energy around you. Right now, the very air in your room is alive with movement. You may notice the soft hum of silence shift, like something unseen is present, because it is. Archangel Michael says, you are standing on the edge of your new life. One step forward is all it takes. The next hours are sacred. In this exact moment, alignments are taking place, in realms your human eyes cannot see. The words you are reading are keys, and every sentence unlocks another door, in your destiny. I told you to look in the mirror, and whisper, I am ready for the shift, and if you do, the energy around you will break open, like glass shattering in the light. Old patterns will fall away. The heaviness will lift. You will feel lighter, because the weight you were never meant to carry, is leaving now. You have been fighting invisible battles for so long, that you forgot what it feels like to simply receive. But now heaven says, rest, you are covered. The chains of fear and hesitation, that have bound your steps are breaking as you read. Even your bloodline feels the release. Generational patterns that kept repeating loss, betrayal, scarcity, are being interrupted. Where your ancestors wept, you will rejoice, where they struggled, you will walk with ease. And the witchcraft of envy, the silent curses spoken against your name, have no grip on you anymore. Beloved, you are shifting dimensions right now. Do you feel the pulse in your fingertips, the warmth in your chest? That is divine confirmation, that the activation has begun. Heaven has been waiting for this very moment, the moment you would finally be still long enough, to hear and accept the truth. You were never abandoned, you were never unworthy, you were always chosen. Every delay, every heartbreak, every closed door, was setting the stage for this very awakening. Michael says, do not look back now. Your past cannot follow you into this light. Leave behind the bitterness, the doubts, the self-blame. You are stepping into divine alignment, and the old pain cannot survive where you are going. In the next 72 hours, the signs will multiply. You will notice whispers of guidance, in unexpected places. A phrase on a billboard will echo something in your heart, a stranger's glance will feel like recognition. Even the wind may carry an unusual stillness, as if the world is pausing to honor your rise. Tonight your home will feel different. Some may call it a shift in energy, I call it heaven entering your space. The angels are touching your walls, your windows, the very floor beneath your feet. They are leaving marks of light, that darkness cannot erase. You may even feel a sudden wave of emotion, or a need to release a deep sigh, that is your soul exhaling the weight of years in a single moment. You have been hidden for so long, protected in the shadows, while heaven prepared your unveiling. Those who overlooked you will watch in awe, as you step into your season. Those who doubted you will have no choice, but to witness your elevation. And those who whispered against you, will fall silent, as your blessings arrive, in waves too large to deny. Your timeline is correcting itself. Every opportunity that slipped away, every door that closed, every connection that broke apart, it all circles back now, with multiplied power. You may receive messages from people you thought were gone forever. You may be offered opportunities that feel too perfectly timed to be coincidence. That is the divine orchestration of your new chapter. I must reveal something that heaven just released to me. The person whose spirit has been watching over you is not only proud, they are celebrating. They see the glow around you, and know that your breakthrough is certain. Their presence will be felt in small intimate ways, a scent that shouldn't be there, a song from the past, a fleeting warmth across your shoulders. Do not dismiss it, whisper I feel you, and you will feel the love return to you. Michael says, the storm you've endured was never meant to break you, it was meant to reveal you. Every tear you shed has watered the soil of your future blessings. Every lonely night has built the strength you now carry quietly in your soul. And now that strength is your light. Beloved, tonight marks the crossing. The bridge between the old life and the one waiting for you is here, and I can only light the path. You must take the step, say yes in your heart, whisper it softly if you must, but let heaven hear your consent. Because the moment you do, the unseen will rearrange for you. Conversations will begin about your name, in rooms you have not yet entered. Doors will open without you knocking. The faces of those who abandoned you will remember you in silence, and wonder how you rose so high so quickly. This is the power of divine alignment. This is the fire of Archangel Michael clearing the way. This is the moment you waited for, without even knowing it. And as you receive these words, as you choose to stay in the presence of this message, everything begins to accelerate. The miracles you thought were far away are already on the move toward you. Your life will never feel this heavy again, because the heaviness has served its purpose, it woke you up. Now breathe, and let this final truth settle into your spirit. You are not behind, you are right on time. The delays, the detours, the disappointments, were all divinely measured, to bring you to this exact moment. And from this moment on, nothing can stop what heaven has prepared for you. The angels are still here, Michael is still here, and the path before you is glowing. Take the step, whisper your yes, and watch as your entire life begins to unfold in light. Trust in your full heart. Heaven cannot pour into a closed vessel, and beloved, for too long your heart has been half closed in self-protection. I understand why, you've been hurt, misunderstood, and misjudged. But this moment is calling you to open fully, because the flow that is coming will overwhelm any fear you once carried. I see a timeline opening for you now, one where opportunities meet you without resistance. Doors you thought were locked forever will creak open, not by force, but by divine orchestration. The people who once ignored you will speak your name in rooms you've never entered. Invitations will appear, and the timing will feel impossible to explain, because this is not luck, this is alignment. Archangel Michael says, lift your eyes, stop waiting for permission to live. The universe has already said yes, heaven has been waiting for you, to take one step forward in faith. Even the smallest action will send ripples across your destiny. Speak the words, write the message, begin the project, apply for the thing your heart whispers about, when no one is around. Each movement signals heaven, that you are ready for the floodgates to open. You may feel nervous, like you're walking into unknown territory, but that's the evidence of transformation. Heaven's path rarely feels familiar. You were never meant for the familiar, you were meant for the extraordinary. Your soul remembers this, even when your mind doubts. That's why life has felt like a series of endings recently, because endings are the soil, where beginnings take root. Someone is watching over you now, and they are smiling. Their presence has been felt, in moments you couldn't explain, the scent in the air that reminded you of them, the sudden warmth on your arm, the song that played, at the exact moment you needed comfort. That was not a coincidence, that was a reminder. They are proud, they are at peace, and now they are helping move the unseen pieces of your miracle into place. The next 3 nights are important. In your dreams symbols will appear. A door, a key, a letter. Pay attention, because these are not random, they are instructions from the higher realms. When you wake, write them down. Even if they make no sense at first, they will form a map, and that map will lead you to the moment, where everything shifts. The energy in your home will change too. You will feel a softness in the air, a lightness where heaviness used to linger. That is the sign that your angels have settled in, clearing away the residue of old pain and silent grief. Don't be afraid if you hear creaks, whispers, or even silence that feels loud. This is heaven doing its work. You are stepping into a chapter where you no longer chase. The things meant for you will find you. Love will find you, not the fleeting kind, but the love that feels like recognition, like coming home after lifetimes apart. This person will see the real you, not the mask you've worn for survival. They will honor the light you carry, instead of fearing it. They are closer than you think, already being guided toward your path. Financial doors will begin to open too. Resources long delayed are circling back. Opportunities will appear suddenly, and what once felt stuck, will move quickly. But remember, this abundance is not just for you, it flows through you. You are a vessel for blessings, to touch others. The more you give with a full heart, the more the flow increases. The heaviness in your chest, the cycles of doubt, the restless nights, they are breaking now. A new rhythm is forming in your life, one guided by intuition, and protected by angelic forces. When your heart says rest, rest, when it says move, move. The days of ignoring your inner voice are ending. You are walking in a partnership with heaven now, and that partnership will guide you to places your logic could never plan. There will be a test in the coming days. Someone from your past may return, or a situation that once drained you may reappear. This is not to harm you, but to confirm your growth. You will feel the difference instantly. What once triggered fear, will now meet your calm. What once stole your energy, will now be powerless, because you are no longer the same. I see a vision of you standing in sunlight, your hands open, your eyes closed, and peace washing over you like a warm tide. That peace is your inheritance, that calm is your confirmation. Every storm you endured, every tear you shed, every lonely night, it was leading here. To this awakening, to this reclamation. Now take a deep breath, feel your body soften, whisper to yourself, I am ready. That simple yes is all heaven has been waiting for. Your light is igniting, your path is clearing, and your destiny is calling louder than ever. The veil has lifted, your time is now. Heaven doesn't need your perfection, it needs your permission. And you just gave it. That single moment of staying, of reading, of opening your heart, it sent a signal through the spiritual realm, that you are ready. And when heaven receives that signal, everything begins to move. The angels who are waiting, at the edge of your timeline step in. Doors that were rusted shut swing open. The blessings that were hovering, waiting for your yes, start descending into your life, like rain on dry ground. Now feel this, the shift is already in motion. You may notice chills, or warmth, or a sudden calm washing over you. That's the alignment, that's heaven saying, we heard you. And from this day forward, nothing will feel the same, because the old cycle has been broken. The heaviness that clung to your shoulders is lifting. The doubts that whispered in the dark are fading. Even the faces of those who hurt you, will lose their power over your heart. I, Michael, have stood by you for lifetimes, waiting for this precise moment. There were times I wanted to step in earlier, to shield you from every tear, every betrayal, every night you felt alone. But I could not, because free will is sacred. You had to walk through certain valleys, so you could recognize the mountaintop, when you reached it. And now, beloved, you are standing at the edge of that mountain. The air is different up here, can you feel it? It's the air of freedom. But freedom requires release, and release requires courage. So I am asking you, as one who has loved your soul, before you took your first breath. Let go now. Let go of the story, that says you are behind. Let go of the belief, that love will always hurt you. Let go of the memory, of the door that closed, because another door has opened, and it glows with a light, you have not seen in this lifetime. Something holy is entering your home tonight, it may come as a whisper, a flicker, a dream so vivid you wake up in tears, but tears of recognition, not pain. That is heaven speaking, that is me confirming, that your life has turned a page. In the coming days, watch for small signs, a feather where it shouldn't be, a song that speaks to your soul, a conversation you overhear that feels meant just for you. These are not coincidences, they are markers, divine breadcrumbs, leading you to the fulfillment of a promise, that has been hovering over your life since birth. You may wonder, why me, and I will tell you, because you said yes. Because even in your weakness, your soul whispered, I want more, I want truth, I want light. And heaven heard it, the universe bends for a willing heart. That's why you've been feeling the shift, that's why old habits feel heavier, old friendships feel distant, old dreams feel too small. You are outgrowing everything that cannot come with you, into this new chapter. I must tell you another secret, your name has been spoken in joy, in the halls of heaven. Angels have celebrated this very moment, because a cycle that lasted generations has just ended. You are the one your ancestors prayed for, their tears watered the soil for this bloom. When you rise, they rise with you, when you heal, the echoes of their pain dissolve into light. And yes, there will be people in your life who notice the change, and do not understand it. They may question your choices, gossip about your growth, or try to pull you back to the familiar. But remember this, familiarity is not the same as destiny. And you were never meant to stay where you were. You are a bridge, between what was and what will be, and bridges cannot remain in one place, they are built to connect worlds. Tonight, if you feel called, I want you to place your hand over your heart, and speak this softly: I choose the light, I choose the path, I choose the shift. Feel the energy move through your body as you say it. That is not imagination, that is your agreement, resonating through your cells, unlocking spiritual codes that have been dormant for too long. From this point forward, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your inner nudges. A name may appear, a place may call to you, a new opportunity may arrive, that feels almost too aligned to be real. That is heaven's response. When it comes, do not hesitate, do not question whether you are ready, you are, you've always been. I see the threads of your timeline untangling now. I see the future where you laugh without heaviness, love without fear, and walk into rooms knowing you are divinely protected. I see the moment where you realize, all the waiting, all the hurting, all the questioning, was not in vain. It was a sacred preparation, for the life that is now unfolding. Beloved, this is your turning point, this is your confirmation. The doors are open, the angels are near, and the blessings are in motion. All that is left, is for you to step fully into the light, that has been calling your name all along. You've been circling the truth your whole life, and now finally, you are standing in the center of it. This is the core of who you are, the part of you that was never broken, never lost, never forgotten. The world tried to convince you otherwise, pain tried to silence you, disappointment tried to make you settle. But your soul kept whispering, kept reaching for light, and now that light has found you fully. Take another deep breath, feel your chest expand. That is life returning, that is hope resurrecting, that is the version of you that God always saw, even when you could not. I, Michael, have walked beside you in every shadow, waiting for this exact moment, when you would finally stop running from yourself, and step into the embrace of heaven. Your yes has already shifted things you cannot yet see. The path ahead is glowing. Do not be afraid of how fast things will change now. Where there was once delay, there will be acceleration, where there was once confusion, there will be clarity. People will notice it in you, without knowing why. They will call it luck, but you will know it was alignment. They will call it sudden, but you will know it was written all along. Your energy will speak before your mouth does, and doors will open, because your spirit arrives, before your body even enters the room. I need you to remember something important: not everyone can go where you're going. This season will require release. Old friendships, old patterns, old places may start to fade. Do not chase them, do not mourn them. Honor them for the role they played in your growth, and then let them go with love. The higher you rise, the lighter you must travel. This is why heaven has been asking you to put things down: grudges, regrets, guilt. They are weights that cannot survive in your next chapter. And your next chapter, beloved, is sacred. It is full of divine meetings and holy timing. I see you standing at the threshold of a place you've never been, yet it feels like home. I see your name being spoken with respect, in places you once felt invisible. I see love, the kind that does not make you question your worth, walking toward you, as you stay rooted in truth. I see the tears of your ancestors, finally turning into blessings, pouring down over your life. There will be moments in the coming days, when you feel a presence in the room with you. A soft wind, a sudden warmth, a light flicker. That is me confirming that the message is alive, that you are not imagining this. When it happens, whisper "I receive," and continue walking forward. Each time you acknowledge the divine, your connection strengthens. Remember, your spirit has been carrying keys that you did not know how to use. Those keys unlock doors, in the physical and the spiritual. In the days ahead, you will find yourself knowing things without explanation, feeling nudges toward decisions that will change everything. Follow them, trust them. That is heaven guiding your steps. There is also someone watching you from the other side, a soul who loved you more than words could hold. They are proud of you right now. They see you finally choosing yourself, finally choosing faith over fear. When you feel that sudden swell of emotion, and your eyes water without reason, that is them blessing you, with love that does not die. And God says, "I never left. I was in the silence, I was in the detours, I was in the heartbreak, that felt like the end, but was the beginning." Every unanswered question, every lonely night, every door that closed, was divine orchestration, moving you here, to this moment of awakening. I, Michael, tell you now, life will not look the same after this. Your dreams will start breathing again, the opportunities you thought were gone, will resurrect in new and better forms. People aligned with your soul will find you. Peace will become your natural state. And the weight you've carried for lifetimes will finally lift. Close your eyes for a moment, picture the version of you, who has already received all of this. Feel their joy, their confidence, their freedom. That version of you is not far away, it is already rising inside you. Speak to them, welcome them, allow them to lead, because they are the true you, the divine reflection, that heaven has been waiting for. From this day forward, walk differently, speak differently, expect differently. Every step you take now is blessed, every decision you make now is guided. And every time fear tries to return, remember this exact moment, and speak out loud, "I am chosen, I am ready, I receive." Your life has shifted, your soul has awakened, and the miracle you've been waiting for, has already begun. Beloved, do not be afraid of this new light, that now surrounds you. You may feel a trembling in your chest, a soft shiver in your spine, a sudden rush of emotion, that seems to come from nowhere. That is not fear, it is recognition. Your soul is remembering who you are. Every tear you've cried has been collected, every prayer you whispered in the dark has been heard, and now heaven is responding, in a language your heart understands. There will be moments in the coming days, where time seems to bend. You will notice patterns you once ignored, repeating numbers, sudden songs, whispers of names you haven't thought of in years. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. The spiritual realm is more active around you than it has ever been. This is what happens when you say yes to alignment. Your journey is no longer about surviving, it is about thriving. You are stepping into a season where the things that felt heavy will become light, and the things that felt impossible will fall into place, as if by magic. It will not be magic, it will be divine timing. Heaven is not late, it was never late, it was preparing you for the exact moment you are in right now. I want you to notice how even your body responds to these words. Your breath slows, your shoulders relax, your heart feels safe. That is your spirit finally resting in truth. For so long you carried the weight of battles that were not yours, expectations that were never fair, and shame that did not belong to you. I am here to tell you, all of that ends today. You are free, truly free. And in that freedom, I want you to take a step forward. Not just in the physical sense, but in your heart. Take the step toward forgiveness, toward love, toward trust in the unseen. Take the step toward your dreams, that you buried, because life told you, not now. Heaven says, now. In the quiet of your room tonight, after the world has gone still, you will feel a new presence of peace. That is me, that is the angels assigned to your life. We are closer than ever, because you opened the door. Do not fear the stillness, welcome it, sit with it, breathe it in. If you listen closely, you may even hear your own name, being whispered softly in the spirit, like a lullaby from heaven itself. From this day forward, your life will not look the same. People will notice the glow, even if they cannot explain it. Doors that refuse to open will suddenly be unlocked. Opportunities will flow toward you, not because you chased them, but because your energy calls them in. And love, yes, love will find you. Not the kind that wounds or confuses, but the kind that feels like home, the kind that reflects the light you carry. But remember, beloved, with great light comes great responsibility. Guard your energy. Not everyone can walk with you to the next level. Some will try to pull you back, into old cycles, into familiar pain. Bless them, but do not return. Your destiny is forward, not backward. I see a future where your mornings are filled with gratitude, instead of worry, where you wake up excited, rather than heavy, where your laughter fills the air, without fear of loss. That is the life waiting for you now. That is the miracle of surrender, the reward of faith, the beauty of saying yes, when your soul calls. Before I leave you for now, I want you to do one last thing tonight. Place your hand over your heart, and feel it beating. Each beat is a reminder that you were chosen to live, to love, to rise. Speak this aloud, so the heavens can hear it. I am light, I am protected, I am ready. My life is aligned, my soul is free. As you speak it, I will seal it. The angels will echo it. And the divine will honor it. From this moment, watch your life unfold, in ways you could never have scripted. Watch as healing enters places you thought were too broken to mend. Watch as joy returns, like the sun after a long night. And when the signs appear, and they will, pause, smile, and whisper, I receive. That is your agreement, that is your activation, that is your miracle taking root, in the physical world. Walk now with courage, beloved, walk with faith that does not waver, walk with the knowing, that heaven is closer than your next breath, and that I, Archangel Michael, will always walk beside you. Your new season has begun, your spirit is rising, your miracle is not coming, it is here. Amen.